If you want an engine that will outlive your mortgage, your truck payments, and maybe even your knees, you're in the right place. Some semi-truck engines are just built different, workhorses that keep chugging along long after you've stopped counting miles. So, let's talk about 15 semi-truck engines that last forever. Volvo D13, the dependable Swede. Volvo knows how to make things last. Just look at their cars. People are still driving Volvos from the 90s like they just rolled off the lot. The D13 engine is no different. This inline-six, 13-liter beast cranks out up to 500 horsepower and 1,750 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to haul a mountain and barely break a sweat. But here's the kicker. It doesn't guzzle fuel like it's going out of style. Volvo gave this engine a common rail fuel injection system. It also features a low-friction wave piston. That might sound like something from a sci-fi movie, but it actually reduces soot and keeps the engine running cleaner, longer. Less soot, fewer problems. Then there's the after-treatment system. Volvo packed it into a compact one-box design, which means fewer parts to break and easier maintenance. Oh, and it's 17 pounds lighter than the old system. Your truck probably won't notice those 17 pounds, but every bit helps. Pair it with Volvo's iShift automated manual transmission, and you've got a setup that shifts gears smoother than a veteran trucker sipping coffee on cruise control. This thing is built to run forever, and it just might. Cummins X15. The powerhouse Cummins has been making diesel engines longer than most of us have been alive. The X15 is their crown jewel, coming in 3 flavors: efficiency, performance, and productivity. Efficiency Series. If you want to squeeze every mile out of a gallon of diesel, this is your guy. It gives you 400 to 500 horsepower and up to 1,850 pound-feet of torque without making you stop at every gas station. Performance Series. Need more muscle? This one cranks it up to 565 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. That's the kind of power that makes hills feel like speed bumps. Productivity Series. If you can't decide between fuel economy and raw power, this one does both. It pushes up to 605 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque, making it the king of the road. No matter which one you pick, the X15 comes with a VGT turbocharger, which basically means it gives you instant power when you need it and saves fuel when you don't. Smart, right? Caterpillar C15, the legend. Some engines have a reputation that speaks for itself. The Caterpillar C15 is one of them. If engines had a Hall of Fame, this one would have its own wing. This 15.2-liter inline-six monster delivers up to 600 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. It was built for long hauls, and when properly maintained, it can easily clear 1 million miles. That's not an exaggeration. Many of these engines are still running strong long after their first owner has retired. It's got a high-strength engine block, a crankshaft that could probably survive a nuclear blast, and an advanced fuel injection system that ensures every drop of diesel is used efficiently. Cooling is another area where the C15 shines. Overheating is one of the fastest ways to kill an engine, but Cat made sure this one stays cool under pressure. The result? An engine that lasts longer than your favorite pair of boots. They don't make them like they used to, but this engine is proof that some things never go out of style. Volvo D11, the workhorse. Not every truck needs to pull a mountain. Sometimes you just need an engine that does the job, does it well, and doesn't ask for much in return. That's the Volvo D11. With 325 to 425 horsepower and up to 1,550 pound-feet of torque, this 11-liter engine isn't the biggest on the block, but it's efficient, reliable, and perfect for regional hauls. It's lighter than its bigger brother, the D13, which means better fuel economy and more payload capacity. It shares a lot of the same technology: common rail fuel injection, wave piston design, and Volvo's iShift transmission. All of these features add up to an engine that runs smoothly, burns fuel efficiently, and stays in service longer than most. Maintenance is easy too. Detroit Diesel DD15, the workhorse that never calls in sick. The DD15 isn't just an engine, it's a commitment to longevity. This 14.8-liter inline-six means business with 425 to 505 horsepower and torque between 1,550 and 1,850 pound-feet. It delivers the kind of power that makes hills feel like speed bumps. The secret sauce? An advanced combustion system with ultra-high compression ratios and a swirl piston design. Fancy words, but what it really means is better fuel efficiency, 3% better than the old models. And don't even get started on the turbo, the ball bearing simple geometry. Turbo gets the DD15 to peak power and torque fast, so there's no time wasted. Then there's the emissions system. Detroit Diesel uses thermo-coasting technology to keep things running hot during coasting. Less cool down means shorter regeneration cycles, which equals more uptime. And because nobody likes spending time under the hood, the DD15 boasts long maintenance intervals, less downtime, more road time. PACCAR MX-13, the marathon runner. If truck engines had a retirement age, the MX-13 would work past it. This 12.9-liter inline-six doesn't believe in taking a break. It offers 405 to 510 horsepower and torque, ranging from 1,450 to 1,850 pound-feet, making it a strong contender in the world of long-haul trucking. The magic trick here is the Common Rail Fuel Delivery System. It injects fuel at up to 2,500 bar, optimizing combustion for better fuel economy and lower emissions. Means you go farther on less fuel. PACCAR designed this engine with a B10 life of 1 million miles. That means 90% of these engines will keep chugging along past 1 million miles before needing a major overhaul. Meanwhile, maintenance intervals stretch up to 75,000 miles for oil and fuel filters under normal conditions. That's fewer pit stops and more miles on the clock. Another win? The lightweight design. Less weight means more payload capacity and better fuel efficiency. You won't just be hauling freight, you'll be hauling smart. PACCAR PX7, the mighty compact. Don't let the size fool you. The PX7 might be a 6.7-liter inline-six, but it punches above its weight. With 200 to 360 horsepower and torque up to 800 pound-feet, this little beast is perfect for medium-duty applications. It's got a high-pressure common rail fuel system that ensures precise fuel delivery. The result? Optimized combustion, lower emissions, and better fuel economy. That means more money in your pocket and less spent at the pump. The best part? Long maintenance intervals. Oil and filter changes can wait up to 15,000 miles under normal conditions. That's fewer trips to the shop and more time getting the job done. Built for durability, this engine is the go-to for fleets that need reliability without the headaches. PACCAR PX9, the jack of all trades. The PX9 is an 8.9-liter inline-six that refuses to be boxed into one category. Whether you need it for medium or heavy-duty applications, it delivers. With 260 to 450 horsepower and torque up to 1,250 pound-feet, it's got the muscle to handle tough jobs without guzzling fuel. It runs on a high-pressure common rail fuel system, ensuring efficient combustion and reduced emissions. You get power without paying extra at the pump. Plus, the PX9 is built with durability in mind. Rugged components and an advanced cooling system keep it in the game for the long haul. Maintenance? Easy. Oil and filter changes can go up to 20,000 miles under normal conditions. That's fewer shop visits, which means more uptime and less spending on service costs. Whether you're hauling regional loads or tackling vocational jobs, the PX9 keeps moving without a fuss. Detroit DD5, the little engine that could and does. The Detroit DD5 is proof that good things come in small packages. This 5.1-liter, four-cylinder diesel engine is designed for medium-duty work, like short-haul deliveries and city trucking. But don't let its size fool you. This thing punches above its weight. With 200 to 240 horsepower and 560 to 660 pound-feet of torque, it's got enough muscle to get the job done without guzzling fuel like a thirsty camel. What really makes the DD5 shine is its brain power. It has variable cam phasing technology, which is a fancy way of saying it keeps the exhaust system happy without needing those annoying parked regenerations. Detroit. DD8, the bigger, meaner brother. If the DD5 is the scrappy younger sibling, the DD8 is the big brother that bench presses dump trucks for fun. This 7.7-liter inline-six is built for vocational work, tow trucks, dump trucks, and other heavy hitters. It cranks out 260 to 350 horsepower and up to 1,050 pound-feet of torque, making it strong enough to haul whatever you throw at it. Like its little brother, the DD8 comes with variable cam phasing technology, meaning fewer parked regenerations and more time making money. Maintenance intervals? A ridiculous 60,000 miles. That's longer than some relationships last. International A26, the lightweight heavyweight. The International A26 is the lightweight champion of the heavy-duty world. At 2,314 pounds, it's the lightest big-bore engine in its class, which means better fuel efficiency and a higher payload. But don't think for a second that it's weak. This 12.4-liter beast delivers up to 515 horsepower and 1,850 pound-feet of torque. What makes the A26 special? It's built with compacted graphite iron, a material so strong it makes regular iron look like it skipped leg day. It's also got a variable geometry turbocharger with a titanium compressor wheel. In normal people terms, it's built to last. International N13, the fuel-sipping powerhouse. If efficiency had a mascot, it would be the International N13. This 12.4-liter engine cranks out 475 horsepower and 1,750 pound-feet of torque while sipping fuel like it's at a fancy wine tasting. It's built with a compacted graphite iron crankcase for extra durability without unnecessary weight. The N13 keeps things simple with a streamlined air management system and a high-pressure common rail fuel system. That means less wasted fuel and fewer emissions. It's also got a variable geometry turbocharger. Cummins ISX-15, the workhorse that laughs at miles. You don't buy a Cummins ISX-15 because you like it, you buy it because you need it. This 15-liter beast can push out up to 600 horsepower and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. Translation? It'll haul anything short of a mountain. And honestly, it could probably move one of those too. The ISX-15 comes with an advanced fuel system that makes sure every drop of diesel does its job. It's efficient, powerful, and built like a vault. The high-strength block and durable internals keep it running long after lesser engines have thrown in the towel. And let's talk about the integrated engine brake, because who doesn't love saving on brake wear while rolling down a grade like a king? Cummins has tweaked this engine over the years to keep up with environmental rules, but it hasn't lost its punch. It's a favorite among fleets and owner-operators because it does one thing extremely well. It works. Forever. Detroit Diesel Series 60, the electronic pioneer that won't quit back in 1987, Detroit Diesel said, "Let's give truckers an engine that's smart." And the Series 60 was born, the first fully electronically controlled heavy-duty diesel engine. It was a game changer, offering precise fuel management when other engines were still guessing. More miles, better efficiency, less downtime. Truckers were hooked. Available in 11.1-liter, 12.7-liter, and 14.0-liter flavors, the Series 60 cranked out up to 515 horsepower and 1,650 pound-feet of torque. It wasn't the most powerful, but it was one of the toughest. This inline-six setup was designed for endurance, and over 1 million units were out on the road by 1992. The single overhead camshaft and 4 valves per cylinder gave it the efficiency and reliability that made it a legend. Even today, you'll still find these engines pounding pavement and making money. If a trucker swears by the Series 60, believe them. It's been earning its stripes for decades. Scania DC-16, the V8 that doesn't know when to stop. The Scania DC-16 isn't just an engine, it's an overpowered, underappreciated beast. This 16.4-liter V8 pumps out up to 770 horsepower and a staggering 2,595 pound-feet of torque. That's not an engine, that's a battering ram with a crankshaft. The DC-16 runs on a compacted graphite iron block, meaning it can handle ridiculous amounts of stress without complaining. The rotated twin-scroll fixed geometry turbocharger squeezes every ounce of performance out of the exhaust, making sure this engine delivers power when it's needed. And let's talk emissions. Scania met the tough Euro 4 and EPA Tier 4 standards without using exhaust gas recirculation. Translation: less hassle, more uptime. This engine isn't just for long-haul trucks. These engines are immortal. These aren't just motors, they're legends that refuse to quit. Keep the oil fresh, don't abuse them too much, and they'll keep making money long after other engines have given up. Need an engine that never dies? Now you know where to start. Don't just sit there. Hit that like button, subscribe for more trucking gold, and drop a comment telling us which engine you swear by. See you on the road?